Take responsibility is number 3. Take responsibility for your thinking. Be willing to change your mind. Here's this verse I used last week. Great verse, Romans 2. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you. That was in our song, Ancient Words. That was a great song, Ancient Words. Let God transform you into a new person. How? By changing the way you think. You want to be a better person, you got to let God help you think better thoughts. Another good verse in Ephesians chapter 4. Their minds are full of darkness. Their minds are full of darkness. They wander far from the life God gives them because they've closed their minds and hardened their hearts against Him, against God. Instead of that, let the Spirit renew your thoughts and attitudes. You see the words in there? Let God transform you. Let the Spirit renew your thoughts. This is not that God's going to make you a robot. You got to do this. He doesn't do that. But He will help us if we let Him. He will help us to change, to be transformed, to be better. And it starts right here. So, be the boss of your mind. I can't help it. You're up there talking about when to battle your mind. I can't help how I think. I can't help it. It just happens. Quit being a wimp. You be the boss of your mind. Look at this verse here. Take every thought captive to obey Christ. The word there, it means to control it, to conquer it, to bring it into submission. You be the boss of your mind. Now, you can't help thoughts coming to you. I'm not saying that. Your thoughts come to all of us that we didn't ask for. But we can keep them from getting in and staying and taking up residence. I got a picture here. I don't know how you deal with people who come knocking on your door, wanting to say you things. I know how I deal with it. I don't know who's there, so I'll open the door. We're with the yard company, want to give you a bid. And no thanks, I'm already, and we got a special. Oh. I don't even let them bring up the special. I let them close the door. So, I can't help it they knock on the door, but I don't have to let them in. Now, you may think that's rude. I think it's smart. But you can do what you want. But either way, I don't have to let them in. And that's the way with your thoughts. Yeah, some thought's going to come knocking on your door. Sometimes even an evil thought. But you don't have to just sit there and, think about that. Spend a half hour on that. We have to be the boss of our mind. So be on alert. Because you know you are in charge of your mind, be on alert. So he says in 1 Peter, so prepare your minds for action and exercise self-control. You're not out of control. You're not, well, I can't help what I think, because you know that thinking leads to action. You're saying, I will, God, help me to transform and change and control what I think. Because I know that's what leads to my feelings, which leads to my actions. So, get your mind ready. Now, here's what I've learned to be on alert for in my life. The middle of the night. 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning, I wake up and my thoughts are almost all negative. They are thoughts of this is going to happen and that bad's going to happen and then they're not going to like it and then they're going to complain and the whole team's going to be against me and they're all going to not like it, and I build up a terrible case. Or every Saturday night almost in my life, when I'm preaching the next day, I wake up thinking, I can't believe you're preaching that tomorrow, Richard. That is so stupid. They're not going to like that. These are the thoughts I have at 3 in the morning almost every Saturday night. And you know what I think every Sunday night? That was a dumb thing you did. That was a crummy. You'll be surprised if anybody comes back to church next week. I'm just telling you, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 or 10 or 100. I'm talking about almost every Saturday night and Sunday night. These are the thoughts. And so a few years ago, I learned to say, Richard, yes, I do talk to myself. Remember, it's the middle of the night. Your thoughts are always negative in the middle of the night. So don't do this. You're half asleep. It's negative. Don't think about this. Don't believe yourself now. You're lying to yourself. And so it's helped me a whole lot better on Saturday and Sunday nights when I wake up and I think that I'm on alert. Because I know that's my weak time. And I deal with it. And it's a lot easier to sleep, believe me. When you're on alert for what times you need to be. And yours could be some other time, I don't know. Or some other area you know you have to be on alert. But be ready to be in control of your mind.